Clearing the clutter from your house is an annual rite of spring, but aside from freeing up space, doing some spring cleaning can also pad your wallet. For more now, we're joined by Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for smartmoney.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. All right, let's talk cash and how you can clean out your house and actually save a lot of money in the process.
You really can, and this is something that I've done in the past as well. You can make just tons of money by selling things that you might otherwise be tempted to throw away, or even just things that you look around and you realize that you've never used them or won't use them again.
Let's go down the list, and with won't use them again, a lot of us buy tchotchkes, appliances, things like that. What can you do with those?
If you're looking to get rid of an old refrigerator, air conditioner, or some of these other old appliances, then consider that the stimulus bill last year provided the states with a lot of money for rebate programs, most of which are kicking in this spring. So if you are willing to trade in your old clunker, recycle it properly, and buy a new appliance that's more energy efficient, your state might be giving you some hefty rebates. We've seen many of them that are offering several $100s, plus then manufacturers are offering rebates, there are sales, so you can easily walk away saving 25% or more on a new appliance. But you do have to act fast because a lot of the programs are running out within days of being started.
Wow, that's a lot of money. What about books? We have tons of them stacked up in the corner, but they can actually make you money.
Books is a very common one. I actually made about $200 last year selling them to a used bookstore here in New York. Granted, I do have a lot of books, but still. And for consumers who don't have a good used bookstore nearby, or they've gone and the store doesn't want some of their books, you might want to try going to cashforbooks.net. It's an online bookseller. You type in the codes on the back of the books, the ISBN numbers, and they'll tell you if they're willing to buy the books. And then if you sell 5 or more books to them, they'll even pay for the shipping to send it in. So pretty good deal there.
Yeah, that's a good deal. A lot of us looking at our spring wardrobe realize, what were we thinking last year? And so we have the whole stack of stuff that we want to get rid of. But instead of simply donating it, what other things can you do with maybe the really good pieces that are higher end?
If you have some clothing that's gently worn, then you can take it to either a reseller or a consignment shop. The resellers are going to just buy it from you right offhand. Consignment shop, really mostly that's going to be for your designer products, your high-end goods, but they will basically agree to put it out on the floor for a month or two and then give you a portion of the profit if it sells. You do want to shop around for those, though, obviously, because the fees can amount to more than 50% of whatever it is the item sells for.
Okay, that can be a lot. DVDs, CDs, video games, what do we do?
You can actually get rid of all of those as well. There are plenty of sites online. 2 we looked at were BRE Software and cashforcds.com. And basically you type in the name of the CD, the video game, or whatever, what have you, and they will tell you if it's something that they're buying and how much they're willing to give for it. And again, that's the sort of deal where if you sell enough, they'll pay for the shipping and then send you either a check or PayPal. But oftentimes you do need to have the CD cases or the video game instructions, sort of all of the extras. So keep that in mind when you're figuring out what's what.
And it has to be in good condition?
It has to be in playable condition, so no broken discs or horribly scratched ones.
Okay, and lastly, what about electronics? I know you mentioned appliances, but more along, DVD players, things like that. What can you do with those?
You can actually get rid of those and sell them to a site that will either resell them or use the parts. So even if it's something like a broken iPod, some of these sites will take it back, and even a lot of the times it's manufacturers, so places like Dell, Apple, and then for just the resellers, Gazelle.com is a good example, and you can get an estimate there, but you do really want to shop around because there are plenty of these sites, and the range for something like a used BlackBerry Storm cell phone in working condition could go from like $75 to $100. So good money there. And
you put your item back out there and then someone else can use it eventually.
Exactly, but that's one point with that is you do want to clear for these electronics. If it's something like a cell phone or computer, make sure all your personal information is off of it.
Good point, because someone else does not need your mom's number.
They do not.
All right. Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for Smart Money. Kelli, as always, thanks.
Thank you.